All right, guys, what a great win for our team. I thought our guys practiced well all week. Andre Anthony gave them a pep talk on Monday. These guys all week, I felt like they were going to play very well. We knew it was going to be a battle. But they came to fight today, and that's our motto. We're going to fight. We're going to fight the rest of the season, one day at a time, one game at a time. And they did a tremendous job. Showed us some maturity of our football players. To see us run for 321 yards. Wow. Physicality, running the football, staying committed to it. Ty Davis-Price had 240-something yards. 287 yards rushing. Wow. And then we held them to half the yards rushing. I think on defense, you look at Glenn Logan coming back. That really helped us out. I thought Neil Farrell probably played his best game. With +4 in the turnover margin, those interceptions were key for us in the ball game. We still gave up, the play right before half. Still gave up some plays that we shouldn't have. There's something that we're going to have to get fixed next week for Ole Miss. But overall, I'm happy for our team. I think our team that went through a lot this week, and for them to beat Florida, we understand Florida was a rivalry. We want to represent all the players and everybody that played before us, and I think they did a good job of it. Any questions?
Is it me?
Yes.
Okay, Coach, mine's kind of specific. Probably shouldn't be the first one. Was that something new, or was I seeing things, or did you have 3 tackles on the offensive line a lot?
Yeah.
What brought that about?
Yeah, with Kayshawn getting hurt, I give the offense some credit. We moved Dellinger to tight end. We had a jumbo package. We called it 12 jumbo. And it really helped us out. We got more physical during the game, and it helped our run game out. Yeah, that was something new we had never done before this season.
Yeah, and with the running game, y'all started to have gains with that last week, but was there something over the last few weeks that really showed you that a performance like this was coming?
I felt that our offensive line had I told them they're the most improved group of all the team. I kept on showing things that them dominating in practice. I showed them again this week. You can see the stuff that Coach Davis is teaching them coming through. I thought Ty Davis-Price had ran with some confidence the week before. We ran a counter gap play is what we ran most of the time. They were in bear defense, and our guys blocked it well, and we made some big plays.
Hey, Coach, DeMarcus Fitzpatrick with KATC. Just how good does it feel to be able to mash a team and run the football and essentially just run it at will when you want to?
It was fun. I enjoyed it. But I enjoyed seeing Ty Davis-Price and the offensive line. I enjoyed them getting to see the work that they've done, see the work that the coach has done, finally paying off for them.
Yeah, hey, Coach. Those timely, interceptions there in the first half and the second half as well. Just talk about how much, winning that turnover battle played into this game, and obviously set you guys up in some great field position. Yeah,
+4. We're almost 90% victory when we're +4, and we preach that to the team all the time. We had some key turnovers against them last year, interceptions. So our DBs work hard. They were challenged today. They've got a very good scheme. They got some very good players, but they answered the call by getting some key interceptions at a key time for us.
Hey, Ed Daniels here. As a head coach, how much has your PhD in crisis management paid off?
You funny, Ed. I love it. Man, I take it one day at a time. And, I just love our team. I love LSU, and we went to work this week. We were going to beat the Florida Gators. We started out on Monday. That was our mantra. Nothing else mattered, and we did it. So I'm happy for our team. Got to give them the credit, give our assistant coaches the credit. I thought they did a great job of coaching the team this week.
That's me. Hey, it's Scott Rapperley from the app. I know you've said many times in the past, it's never about you. This week, a lot of it was about you, but did you really block it out? And also about your team, they had fewer players, but you guys rallied. Sometimes this works, doesn't it, for a team? That you just kind of rally together and make a stand, despite all the odds.
Well, I saw the the guys that were going to step up in a starting role, I saw them practice with more energy. Man, they were eager. They're in the office watching film. It was just kind of a new energy about the football team. And on Thursday, I could feel that energy. I just felt really good. And no, it's not about me. It's about this team. I got to give them the credit they won.
And that call on the goal line, to decide the game, I mean, that takes a lot of confidence. I guess walk us through what went into that call and what it's like watching that.
No, we were going to run the football. We were running in, and it was 4th and inches. And Jake called a pass. He says, "Coach, you want me to run?" I said, "No, it's your call. You call what you want." A great call. I thought Max did a good job of avoiding the pressure. It could have went the other way, but Max made a great play.
Hey, Coach Damone Clark, you've always talked about what a great guy he is and hard worker and whatnot. Can you talk about the play he made there at the end and pick that ball up?
Phenomenal. And here's, 2 of the things we asked him to do. Get better at his open field tackling and get better at his pass coverage. And he has. And the guy's a tremendous player. He's a tremendous worker. I count on him for leadership. He's out there every day. I don't know if he's missed a day of practice this year. He's always humble. He's always coming in wanting to get better. But what a tremendous play. I mean, that could have went either way.
And you talked about the counter play that you ran. Marlon Martinez coming in for you along the line, and I just thought he played great. I mean, could you speak to his effort and kind of the cohesion on that right side?
Yeah, very, very pleased with Marlon. Next man up. Chason got hurt in pregame. And we didn't expect that. With the counter play, Chason Hines our best puller. And I guess, Marlon saw it all week and was the next man up. But give Coach Davis credit. He got his guys to play. Again, I see tremendous improvement. I think you guys do too. And our offensive line, that's tributes to our offensive line and Coach Davis.
Hey, Jeff Nowak, WWL Radio. So you've talked all season. You said commit to the run game. We'd be committed to the run game. And this is one of the first chances you've had to do that. And kind of going back to that 4th down play, it seemed like just the threat of running the ball, period, is what opened up
exactly.
Kind of bootleg. And how important is that? And how do you see that kind of helping Max kind of unlock the offense the rest of the way?
I think you bring up a good point. It's a big weapon. They're going to overload on the run, and then we can feel that, and then Max is going to have some wide receivers open because we got some guys that can beat some one-on-one. But I got to give Coach Peach credit. Now, he committed to the run. He put in some new stuff. That was his stuff he put in. He did a very good job.
Coach, you talked about earlier in the week that you would not blink for anybody else. But how good does it feel as a head coach to see your team not knowing they're going to win like this?
Yeah, it's about the team. It ain't never going to be about me. I know I'm not going to blink. I'm not going to blink to the day I die. That ain't happening. And our team didn't blink. And you know what? I'm so proud of them. They've had to tell their kids, look, we just won one game. We want to finish strong. Our backs against the wall. Let's fight. Let's figure out. Let's see what's going to happen. Let's choose to fight every day. And we took one step, and we still got a ways to go.
Hey, Coach. This is Shea Dixon. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Glenn Logan being back seemed like a pretty big deal. What did you see from him today in the middle?
Yeah.
And then with your starting ends out, B.J. Ojolari just seemed to keep clicking. What did you see from him?
Glenn Logan helps Neil Farrell. They've been playing together for 4 years. I thought Neil had his best game. And, give the credit to Neil, but him and Glenn are talking all the time out there. They're feeling if it's run, if it's pass. And I think that with Glenn Logan playing, there were less holes in the middle. Obviously, I got to watch the film, but it looks like that. And it enabled Neil to make more plays. I think Neil had his best game as a Tiger from what I've seen out there, and I attribute that to him and his buddy playing side by side. B.J. Ojolari, all he does is come to work. Every day wanting to get better. All he says is, yes, sir. He comes to work. He's a great student, great young man. And I think he's going to be a tremendous pro when he has his chance.
Hey, Ed, Brian Holland. Talk to me about Jack Mashburn.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he overlooked with your boys was there in Phil and St. Paul's.
Yeah, his uncle, Pat Mashburn, and I became friends when the year I had off. He'd work out at Franco's. I met him, and we just got to know each other. And he gave me a call, and he says, Coach, now, obviously, he was very proud of his nephew. He said, I got a nephew I think that can play for you. I said, well, let's have him walk on. And we saw that Jack was doing a great job of blocking during the week, so we named the first team. And he did a great job. And look, what you saw out of Ashburn today is what we've seen for 2 years from the young man. Great young man, tremendous competitor.
And just obviously, y'all ended up overcoming it in the end. But how much did Anthony Richardson kind of change things for what Florida was doing on offense there in the second half? How tough was it to kind of defend him there?
Well, yeah, he made some plays, and he was a little faster. It had a little quicker release, and it did a couple of different things that gave us some problem. To give Durante Jones credit, we hung in there, and we made the plays when we had to. Thank you, guys. Go Tigers. What's up, guys? How you doing, man? What's up? We need to get on the field. Yeah.
Ready, Ashley?
Y'all can start with questions for Liam and Shaq.
Liam, you've been telling us for weeks that you had confidence that this was all going to turn around for the offensive line. So just what clicked today to have such a dominant performance?
Yeah, I mean, I like you said, I've been saying, we definitely had our struggles, but it felt like we've been right there. So to put it together today, with a performance like that, running the ball, it feels great. It's just we started to click a little bit, and hopefully that's something that we can keep going and building on moving forward.
Hey Liam, this is Bree Andrews from LSU Tiger TV. Talk to me a little bit about Ty Davis-Price's performances. For the last 2 games, he's really shown out, and you guys as an offensive line have really helped him with his performance. So talk to him about how strong he is as a back, and what you think about his playing style, and also just him as a person.
Yeah, I mean, he runs the ball hard. It makes our job a little easier to have a guy like that back there. It started last week with him hitting the holes that we started playing a little bit better as the O-line. So it feels good for us to be able to put it together a little bit and let him get some of the recognition that he deserves for how good of a player he is.
Hey Liam, Jamarcus Fitzpatrick with KCC in Lafayette. Just tell me, how good does it feel as an offensive line to know that when the game is on the line and you need a score, that the offensive coordinator can say, let's run the football and lean on our big guys?
Yeah, feels great. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Especially with how the year's gone so far, to be able to kind of earn that confidence from Coach Pete's, and not only he gives us opportunity and then to take advantage of it, it's a great feeling. So.
Hey Liam, Coach mentioned to us just now that Chase and Hines kind of went down in the pregame, and Marlon really stepped in and had a really great game, I guess, with the run blocking and everything. Just talk about his game and his performance tonight for you guys.
Yeah, obviously it's unfortunate for Chase and him getting hurt, but something that I've said before throughout the year is the expectation has to be the same regardless where you are on the depth chart to start of the year or start of the game. That's our mentality, next man up. For him to come in and play in Florida, he's a Florida kid. To get that opportunity and play basically the whole game, especially when we were able to run the ball so well, makes me really happy for him because he's a hard worker, and as long as I've been here, he's somebody that I hope will continue to succeed. We good?
Hey Liam, I'm on soccer. You guys have tried to keep all the noise from outside to get in the building, but I'm sure the offensive line has been taking the most criticism of any position group this year. So with that being said, how good does it feel to just come out there and get after it like you did today, and help Davis-Price have a record-setting day?
Yeah, I can't say enough. It just feels great. Like I said before, block out the noise, all that. You still hear, people talking about us here and there, but for really throughout the whole season, even when we were struggling, we always believed in ourselves as an offensive line. We got the talent in that room to put forth the performance that we put today. I think every week. So, hopefully it's something that we'll be able to build on and keep going and keep rolling next week.
Yes, sir.
All right,
All right, Damon's up next.
Hey, Damon, Bree Andrews from LSU Tiger TV. Congratulations on the win. How would you speak to the defensive performance as a whole, and then you as a leader on this team, especially wearing number 18? What did you tell these guys before the game and all throughout the week to kind of get them in this game mindset and be able to get this win and show out like y'all did today?
The biggest thing, I just told the defense, and just that, we got to play together. It's now or never. And, we had a great week of practice, also with the offense. Dre led the play-only meeting on Monday, and, he told us how it was, and we needed that. We just told each other that we're going to go out there and play for one another. And, that's what we did. Wait, I can't hear you.
Damon, if you can, the interception you made at the end, and at some point when you were younger, did you ever play wide receiver or tight end? Looked like you were right in stride to catch that thing.
Well, nah. But at Southern Lab, I played a little tight end, but they used to put me in at a block. So.
Yeah, I think when you had that interception, I'm pretty sure you ran straight to the student section. I guess just a game like this, back and forth, what is going through your mind that moment, especially with everything going on around the program?
I really couldn't believe that. He threw the ball to me. Of course, it's my first interception. But I just trust what the coaches was telling me. We know that was a play that they was gonna come to, and I just ran stride for stride with them, and then turned around at the right minute, and the ball fell right in my hands.
Hey, this is Josh Sibley with Louisiana Grand Football. So, on the interception, your coach is teaching, school sport, things like that. How going for that day? Do you think Coach Jones is going to bribe you about not scoring on that interception, or because when we did earlier this year when we did recover that fumble and you beat yourself up about not scoring on that touchdown, do you think that's going to be something to get yourself down on not scoring on this interception here?
That was we do a lot of situations at practice, and that was a down situation. So I didn't want to risk fumbling or anything. So I know catch the ball and just get down, and our offense was going to take care of the rest.
When you said that you talked to the defense, we've got to play together, it's now or never. When did y'all have that kind of conversation?
Before all week really, but before the game, we just, we came out on fire, and we just got to finish. The offense was clicking, we was clicking, and then, we kind of fell off, and on the side, we just, it was just those simple plays that kept hurting us. Our eyes in the wrong spot, and we just had to, keep our eyes on our people. But then, the offense had our back the whole game. I took my hat off to Max, the offense, and the offensive coaches. Man, they like I said, they had our back, and we just, we had to go on the field and, and do our thing. And they, when it all counted, our defense got on the field. We stopped them, and we won the game.
Devon, Scott Rabelais from The Advocate. Obviously, you'd love to have the players back who are out hurt now and everything, but the guys who are left, did y'all have a different mentality this week? Was it different, like Coach mentioned, backs against the wall? Is there something different about the way y'all approached the game with the players you had left that allowed y'all to fight back the way you did?
One thing the coaches always harp on is next man up. So, we was going to have to play the game regardless. We wish we had our guys, that's out for the season. But, like I said, it's next man up. That's why there's no ones and twos, But, I'm proud of the guys that stepped up today.
Hey, Devon, when you're sitting on the sideline and watching the offense doing what they're doing, kind of old school pounding and punishing, is that kind of get the defense up, get you guys fired up as well? Oh yeah,
it really does. It's no surprise. We see that every day at practice. We finally clicking on all cylinders, and like I say, the offense was on fire, and we had to get in there and make a stop because we knew like like I said, all day the offense was doing their thing. Like I said, I took my hat off to the offense.
Simone, I guess somebody would like me to point out that two Southern Lab guys really showed out today. You and Tyree talk about that a little bit?
I mean, yeah, like you said, Southern Lab guys. But I mean, like I said, I've known Ty since I moved out here in 2005, since Hurricane Katrina. So I mean, like I said, every time he scored, I walk up to him and I tell him I'm proud of him. And I mean, like I say, Southern Lab putting Southern Lab on the map.
Yeah, these are questions for Max.
Max, you hadn't thrown a ball all fourth quarter. I guess just walk us through when you're at the goal line and get that call, what you're thinking, and walk us through it.
Yeah, the reason why I didn't throw a ball the whole fourth quarter was because our O-line was dominating. Shout out to those guys. Shout out to Ty. Shout out to the coaches for calling the run plays. I think it just goes to speak for how hard some of the guys, the O-line and the backs have been working. And that play we really haven't worked that all week. That kind of what happened. We haven't worked that way. But yeah, we ended up scoring. And shout out to Jure for having 3 touchdowns.
Is it Jacques or? Hey Max. Okay. Hey Max. Y'all have sort of maintained as a group that you thought the offensive line was going to click. You thought the running game was going to show up. Have you seen sort of things over the last few weeks that indicated to you, okay, maybe this was going to be the week where you would really be able to sort of assert yourself in the running game like this?
Yeah, I think even last week, I don't think we had 1 3-and-out the entire game last night. I think that goes to speak for them again. They're working really hard. Coach Davis is doing a good job of kind of getting in their grill and seeing how they tick, and I think they've done a great job of making holes for Ty, and Ty's done a great job of kind of finding them and shooting through them.
And Max, so they mentioned on the broadcast today that Brad, or your dad, Brad, and Jake drive every LSU game. So it's a 9-hour drive. What is that kind of feeling like to know that they're up there and they make that trek every couple of weeks to come watch you play?
Yeah, I love my family, and I'm so blessed that they're able to make that trip. And they play games. My brother has games on Friday night, and they'll drive halfway or they'll drive the full way, and they'll get here around 3 or 4 in the morning. I'm super appreciative of my family, and then they always support me and they support our team.
And hey, Max, I know you just shouted out Jure, but he's kind of been a forgotten man, I guess, in this offense at times. Just talk about his performance today to add 3 touchdowns for you guys.
Yeah, Jure's done a great job of preparing, and every week he's gotten better every single week. And we had a little talk before the game. He was just saying, let me get one in the end zone this week. I said, okay. But Coach Speeds did a great job of calling those plays, and he did a great job of getting open.
Hey Max, some folks have questioned this team's fight or effort at different points during this season. A, do you think that's a fair criticism? And B, how do you feel like this team responded with fight and effort today?
I think that's just kind of our motto now, is just fight, fight, and I think that's what our guys have done this week. We've kept silent, and we've kept our head down and just worked throughout the week, and it showed this Saturday.
Max, kind of piggybacking off that question, how was the team that showed up today look so different than the team that was at Kentucky last week?
I think just playing with fire. I think our guys came in with a great attitude. The fans helped. They were loud. They're loud for the defense on 3rd down. They were quiet for us to get our calls in. And it was just a great atmosphere this Saturday.
And Max, Ava Graziano here for Tiger TV. How did you boost your confidence coming into this game, coming off the loss to Kentucky last weekend? I think our confidence has always stayed the same. I think we've always had a high level of confidence, and I think that our coaches instill that in us, and we have confidence in them to make the right calls, and I think it just goes hand in hand.
Thanks, Max.
Thank you.
Hey Ty, this is Scott Rappelé from The Advocate. Are you tired, or could you run for another couple hundred yards today? And also, I'm sure you know by now you have the school record. What does it mean after the struggles y'all had with the running game to set a mark like that today?
Yes, sir. Coach, Coach Peace and the staff, they challenged us the last few weeks. They challenged us to go in and create a running game. And the O-line, man, they've been coming with it every day at practice, just busting their tails, doing extra work. I can't be more proud of them, and I just can't wait to do something for them.
Yeah, Ty, sort of there in the fourth quarter, right before you broke the record, you're standing there in the middle of the field, waving your arms up in the air, about to seal the game. What's just going through your mind in that moment?
Man, to finish the game, to win the game. That's all that was on my mind at the time, and I didn't know how many yards I had to after the game, and I was just amazed at how good the O-line did. You know, if you can see, those were big holes that I ran through. So shout out to them, and shout out to them for going out each and every day working hard. And yeah, it was a great win for the team.
Hey Ty, so you credit your O-line a lot for opening those holes for you to run through. How would you describe their progression as an O-line and also your progression as a player and as a running back, being able to start the season the team barely running the ball, and now you're breaking school records for rushing yards?
Mr. Jack Marucci, he had a lot to do with that also. He works with a lot of science stuff for us, and he went up to the coaches, just showing them like a few of our formations and just telling them what runs would be best for certain people, and just creating better blocking schemes for the line. And as you can see, it worked. So it was just a team effort.
Hey, and I mean, when the success didn't come earlier this year, people were criticizing. I guess, how did you personally kind of handle a lot of the criticism going against you?
Man, I just took it one day at a time and just worked my tail off each day. That's all I could do, and just do the best for my team. And I believe in God, and I prayed to God before the game, and I had no idea He was going to allow me to do that. But I thank Him, and I thank Him for allowing us to come away with this W.
Tyree, and you and your high school teammate there, Devon Clark, you were both on that 2019 national championship team. You've had your ups and downs today. What was it like for the two of you to kind of show out today and be heroes in this game?
Man, it means a lot just to know that me and him been knowing each other since 2005 and been doing it with each other on every team we played together, whether it's middle school, high school, and now college. And I can't wait to hang out with him later.
I got an 18 here with me. I guess when you feel that momentum shift and you know that this is working for us and they're going to start feeding you, I guess just what does that mentality do for a player as they try to kind of keep that snowball rolling forward?
Well, I recall when Coach Peach, I want to say it was after Wednesday practice, he came and told me, he was like, "I'm going to lean on you this game," and I told him that it was no problem. I told him to feed me. I told him. And they did. And the O-line, they blocked. And we came away with the W.
It's Adam Hunsucker. You mentioned earlier in the week how just the significance of wearing number 3 and really trying to hold it down and live up to that legacy with Coach Ball.
Right.
Taking away from the team. Just what does it mean for you to have this record-breaking performance today to not only pay tribute to him, but to get this team a win as well?
Man, it's a great honor, man. Just to know the guys that came before me and set the records. But honestly, man, the O-line really came with it. They really turned it around, man. I just did my job, and they did an amazing job. And I just did great with the opportunity that I had. And O-line did great. And boy, I'm gonna do something special for them. I promise. I promise y'all I will. I promise.
Yeah, Ty, this is Ron Higgins with Tiger Rag Magazine. Coming into today, you ran for the season. You ran for 288 yards and 2 touchdowns. Today, you ran for 287 and 3 touchdowns. Were the holes just finally there that you wanted all season? I mean, and when you saw them, I mean, you just basically I finally got the holes I needed.
Well, the O-line, they've been working their tails off the whole season. So it's just everyone as a team, coaches, the players, everyone just bought in, and like I say, Jack Marucci, he helped a lot in that, just like helping us create schemes, different schemes for different runs, and yeah.
Hi, Leah from The Advocate. I apologize if you've been asked this before, but I noticed that your under eye says Brooke, and I was wondering what that means.
Oh, this is my daughter. She makes 4 months this month on the 28th. This is my daughter. I love that girl so much. So much.
Hi, when do you think you'll have a chance to? When do you anticipate you'll have a chance to talk to Coach Falk after the game, and what do you think he'll say?
My phone over there. I'm gonna call him as soon as we're done with the interview.